Parliament has approved three major tax bills targeted at boosting the sustainable generation of domestic revenue for the country. The bills are the Excise Duty and Excise Tax Stamp Amendment Bill 2022, the Income Tax Amendment Bill 2022, and the Growth and Sustainability Levy Bill 2022. The taxes are projected to complement the government's efforts to raise more than 4 billion Ghana cedis annually. But the business community, led by the president of the Ghana Union of Traders Association, Dr. Joseph Obeng, says they are worried that the government's efforts in seeking an IMF bailout coupled with the passage of the bills will gradually destabilize the private sector.
As is always said, the private sector is the engine of growth of every economy. Therefore, its importance cannot be overemphasized. So the government should create an enabling environment that will ensure the growth and sustainability of the private sector rather than overtaxing businesses out of their effectiveness. The government should not sacrifice the survival and development of the private sector for the sake of the IMF program. The efforts of the IMF to support our national economy will amount to nothing if it ends up destroying local businesses.
President of GUTA, Dr. Joseph Obeng, has however urged the government to rather focus on ensuring tax compliance on already existing taxes to rake in more revenue.
But what the government fails to do is to adopt an effective and pragmatic system to ensure compliance with tax payment, as well as rope in all other businesses, entities that have not been captured into the tax net. In fact, there are many leakages in the tax system which lead to abuses and need to be sealed to forestall tax evasion and other related abuses. We still register our disapproval of those new taxes and hereby appeal to His Excellency the President to reconsider our concerns and please revisit the issue.
Meanwhile, some other business associations and companies have lamented the dire impact of the passage of the bill. Importers and Exporters Association, Exim Foods, Chamber of Automobile Association, among others, want the government to engage them.
It has never happened in this country that a government passes a policy or a tax bill. They have Chamber of Commerce, Ghana National Chamber of Commerce raising red flags. You have AGI raising red flags. You have GUTA raising red flags. You have Food and Beverage Association raising red flags. You have Import and Export Association. You have GIVE. You have ACHAC. You have QBAC. Clearly, business community are very wild, and I'm quite sure if this petition gets His Excellency the President desk, he will definitely make time out of his business schedule to meet with the business community before anything can be done.
As of today, if you wanted to import a 40-footer container of poultry, you would most likely pay between 400 and 450,000 Ghana cedis as duty. Like, if you look at the way the numbers are skyrocketing, it is clear that this whole taxation is unsustainable. In my view, I think that the president needs to meet with the business community again. We need to go back because the solutions are with us. We need to go back and address these things. Else, I tell you what, a lot of people are going to go out of jobs. Business owners are going to fold. People who are working with business people are just going to be out of business.